Alright, who you kicking like
Fucking
that, bruh?
Yo, I'm streaming! I'm streaming! I'm streaming, Dubs. I'm being dead ass. On God, I'm streaming.
I hate the fact that I have to talk about this. I hate the fact that we're in this situation again. I hate addressing this kind of stuff on my Twitch, whatever it is. I just hate addressing this kind of stuff because, you know, really and truly our community is filled with so many positive things. So when these kind of things do happen, it is a big shame. But unfortunately, Dubs of Faze Clan has found himself in the hot seat. He got caught using some racial slurs in a Discord call. So one of his friends was streaming. I'm pretty sure he wasn't aware. Dropped a hard R. And it was clipped and it went viral. I guess people have been discussing it all day long on Twitter. Obviously, this happened last night. He's still yet to respond. Faze Clan are still yet to bring out a response as of the time I'm recording this video. It's really unfortunate this has happened, man. The initial reaction to this was quite a negative one. A bunch of people coming out, you know, like rightfully so, saying, hey, look, you need to be punished for this. This is unacceptable from you. You are somebody who's a professional player who's on one of the biggest orgs in esports, who quite frankly is actually quite a big role model to a lot of people. So for you to come out and use this kind of language is completely unacceptable. However, there were a bunch of people who came to his defense, a bunch of people claiming, hey, we should be a bit easy on him. Hey, look, he's young, this and that. Quite frankly, if you want to know my thoughts on it, I think it is unacceptable. I think the language he used is disgusting. And actually there are actual clips of him using that language on other occasions, right? So as much as, you know, this most recent one is the one that is kind of being brought to light, I was sent a clip by somebody where they showed me another instance of him using this kind of language. Really unfortunate, to be honest. I think no excuses should be made. I think whatever the repercussions of his actions are, he should take them and accept them, whether that be being kicked from his org, whether that being a suspension, a fine. The kind of excuses people are trying to use to justify his actions are quite rubbish, to be frank. The whole age thing, right? I'm hearing that he's 17, right? People saying he's 17. I'm 17, and I know damn well what the hard R means. So a bunch of the excuses that are being made, hey, it's just a word, hey, a bunch of people say it. You know, these aren't rightful justifications. And quite frankly, the gaming community, the Fortnite community should be an environment where people don't feel comfortable using that kind of language, whether it be racial slurs, homophobic slurs, any sort of derogatory language that can be used to offend people. We just shouldn't be saying it. For the people saying, hey, look, we should just get over it, like, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. As someone who has been victim of a bunch of racist abuse and a bunch of, you know, that kind of language being thrown at me, I can tell you it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all. I've had to experience it for years and years and years in gaming, and quite frankly, you know, I don't think anybody should have the right to be able to tell me how I should feel, right? As a black person, I feel like I don't want to hear this language being used by anyone. With that being said, and with my frustration with the situation and my disappointment in him, I will say I am not a fan of cancel culture. I've been raised to be a forgiving person. So I do, you know, I love to see people be able to bounce back and right their wrongs and kind of, you know, make up for their actions and be given a chance and an opportunity to learn, right? He's obviously somebody who, you know, like I said earlier, he's been caught using this word on other occasions as well. So it'll be interesting to see how FaZe handle it and how they choose to punish him. Obviously, they've still not said anything about it, and I think people are kind of desperately waiting on them to. It'll be interesting to see whether they take a very hard approach, a harsh approach, I should say, sorry, and choose to maybe kick him, or whether they, you know, choose to fine him, suspend him, whatever it is that they choose to do. We're all just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully, we can avoid these kind of things happening, man. Guys, if you're listening, be sure to keep your friends accountable, man. If you know people who are using this kind of language, check them, man. Make sure that they know this kind of thing is not appropriate. It's not acceptable, whether you're in public or in private. We gotta be better, people. We gotta be better.